Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how I got top surgery. Top surgery is basically part of transitioning, so they remove your chest. I got my chest removed on June 19th of this year. The process was not so easy. Insurance doesn't cover chest surgery. Some insurances do, like Blue Cross Blue Shield. They cover all surgeries and hormones, I'm pretty sure. But I don't have Blue Cross Blue Shield. I have TennCare. And as you can see, TennCare sucks. But they covered my surgery. I had to ask my psychiatrist for a letter of medical necessities. It's basically a letter saying that you are capable to have the surgery and at least you're mentally okay and physically okay to go through this. So after I got that paper and I gave it to my surgeon, Dr. Higdon, this guy right here, he then sent that paper with any information that he had to my insurance. And while that was being dealt with, he was talking to me in a room before anything else. He asked me, what do I know about this surgery? And I told him what I knew. I knew that I was going to get my chest removed. I knew that I'm not going to be able to feel anything in my chest. And that I know I'm going to be under anesthesia, and I know it's going to be a long process of healing. And he said, yes, that's right. That is true. I love the way my chest looks now. Just this side of my chest. It's still a little big and I don't like it that much over here. But he had told me that in my upcoming appointment in October, when I go back to him, if I still don't like the way it looked on the side, he was going to talk to my insurance to see if they can cover liposuction and get rid of what else is left. Now, on the first day, when you go in and he looks at you, or whoever does your surgery looks at you, what they do is he sees your chest, so without your shirt, and it's uncomfortable because, you know, you don't like taking off your shirt when you're not wearing your binder and you feel weird, and he just kind of pokes around on your chest and it feels kind of weird, but you know, it has to be done. And he would touch it to see what was going on, and he explained to me in a little doodle how my procedure is going to work. And so he drew a couple lines and he kind of showed me on how he was going to lift certain things, what he was going to do, and etc. After a week passed, I was really curious. I haven't heard back, and I wanted to know if it was covered or not. So I called my insurance and I asked, hey, is my surgery going to be covered? And they said that they still don't have anything yet. So I waited 2 more days and I recalled again. And then they said that yes, they covered it, and I was so excited about that. I then called my doctor's office and tried to make an appointment. And then the lady said, well, let me see what we have for your surgery appointment. Because normally you would have to have another appointment to see if you're okay with anesthesia. But I've already been under anesthesia before, so I'm okay with that. And then the receptionist told me that someone just recently canceled their appointment and that I could take that spot. And I said, okay, when will that be? Keep in mind, when I'm having this conversation with her on Friday, she said my surgery will be on Monday. I was so happy. There were so many emotions going through my mind, and I was like, wow, this is happening so fast. And so I said, okay, I will do that. And she told me, you know, not to eat after 12 the day before because I had to go in at 6 o'clock in the morning. Well, actually 5 o'clock in the morning because it was pretty far and there's always traffic, and the surgery didn't start till 7, but you have to get there early. So after I hung up, I told my mom it's gonna be on Monday, and told my dad, which he wasn't too happy about. And I always try to talk to him about stuff like this, and it doesn't go very well. So on Saturday, I was just still too nervous, even though it wasn't even the day yet. I was really nervous, and I was trying to see what I could do to make the day go fast. So basically, I was watching Grey's Anatomy, which I finished, and I can't wait for the new season to come up. On Sunday, I was hoping the day would go pretty fast, so I just kind of went on with my day. It went pretty fast. And then on Sunday night, I was really, really nervous. My doctor did allow me to continue taking my medication. So I took my sleeping pills so I can sleep, and then I woke up at 4:45, around there, because I wanted to take a shower, so I did. And then I didn't eat anything. I couldn't drink anything either, so I was starving. My mom was there eating McDonald's, and I was so hungry. I was on my way there, and then when I got there, I was like, wow, shaking. Like, this is actually happening. This is not a dream. My New Year's resolution was to get surgery before my birthday. And it happened. And I was like so nervous about it, but it happened, and I was so glad that it did happen. After that, my testosterone doctor, Dr. Rager, she told me that I was basically the first person who had done everything in 1 year. So in August, I started hormones, and I also changed my name, and then I got surgery last month, which was 1 year on hormones, and like I said, I just recently had my surgery. So it's Sunday, and I'm in the hospital, and I'm waiting nervously, and my friend is there with her baby and my mom, which was great to have someone there because my other friends were out on vacations, but it's okay. And then the nurse called me back, and I went back and I took off my clothes and put on this big gown, and they put some, like a hairnet, like one of those lunch lady kind of hairnets on my head. So, you know, that's what they need to do. They put an IV in my arm, which hurts because I hate it. And the thing is, I didn't get my IV right here. I got my IV right here, so that's why it hurt. But then I got used to it, so it didn't hurt so bad. So I was sitting in another room, and I was waiting, and the nurse called in my mom and my friend, and they were sitting there. And this is what I was doing during that time. Yeah, that's what I was doing while I was waiting to go back into surgery. The doctor came in, and my friend turned around because I had to take my gown off, and I stood against the wall, and he was drawing on my chest with a Sharpie to see, you know, where he was gonna cut and what he was gonna do. And he was explaining to me what was gonna happen while he was doing that. And I went back into surgery. Before being put under anesthesia, I was laying there and I was just looking at this room, and it was really big, and I was just thinking of Grey's Anatomy, like, oh shit, this is gonna happen. And then the nurse put the mask on my face, and I was like knocked out that fast within like 2 seconds. I did not expect to like fall asleep so fast, but I did. And then after that, I had woken up, and I was in a different room, and I was so confused. Like, I was lost. Like, what, did it happen already? That was fast. But it was about a 2 to 3 hour process. I had tubes on my side, which was the blood that was still coming out, which would go into these little plastic bottles. And every day after surgery, once the little bottle got full, I had to squeeze it out, both of them, and put it in a little cup and measure it and write that measurement down on a piece of paper. And once it hit under 25 on the little bottles, I was allowed to go back, see my nurse to get my tubes out. But right after I woke up from surgery, I immediately was eating crackers and drinking orange juice. Like, people's throat hurt after that, because you get this big tube that goes down your throat, and your throat's supposed to hurt, but I was fine. Means I was a bad. But then I was on my way home, and I was so exhausted. So 3 days pass, and you don't even feel it because you're sleeping all day. Like, you wake up, you eat a little bit, you pass out, and then you wake up, and it's 7 o'clock, and you go back to sleep. And that just happened for like 3 days. And then I slowly started walking more, because if you don't walk more right after surgery, like, you have to start walking more. If you don't do that, you're gonna be constipated. Like, it's gonna suck. And that happened to me because I didn't walk too much, and it was awful. Like, I just didn't need to use the restroom. And then that made me bloated, and I was like, oh my god, I gained so much weight. But it wasn't weight, it was just, you know. So, you know, I got medicine for that. I was really excited to see my chest, but I couldn't see it yet after a while. And my tube had gotten stuck on something, and it tugged at my side, and it hurt so bad, but it didn't fall out, it just hurt. And then after maybe a month or so, I went to see my doctor, and, you know, I checked my chest, and then I finally was able to take my bandages off. And I was so happy that I got my bandages off. I saw my chest, and I was like, oh my god, this is my chest. It's beautiful. There was still purple Sharpie on it from when he drew on my chest. I couldn't take a shower. I wasn't supposed to get water on my incisions, which would be bad. So my mom would basically wash my hair. I would put my head against the sink and she would wash it. And they have these bath wipies that my mom used to wipe my body and all that, because that's basically the easiest way, or dry shampoo, but like that feels really weird, so I just didn't do that. So this is what my chest looked like right after I was able to finally take off my bandages and not put it back on. It looks great, right? Like, I love it. And this is what it looks like right now. Still beautiful. Like, I really love my chest. Like, look at it. Look at my nipples. Look at them. Unleash the nipple. Unleash the nipples. Like, look. Like, if I lay back, you can see the scars. And they feel weird. You know, the scars feel weird. But I put coconut oil because my boyfriend told me to, because I'm supposed to. But they have like these creams at Walmart you can put on them. But I put coconut oil on, which helps. The best thing that would help during your healing process after getting surgery is the aloe vera plant. Like, you use the sticky stuff inside and you wipe it on your incisions and you leave it like that. You don't clean it off. You leave it like that, like after a shower or something, and every day. And they close fast, like the scars close. And don't ever pick at the scabs. That's not a good idea. Let them fall when taking a shower. If you have to just like go like this when you're showering, don't scrub at your chest. You're not supposed to. You're just supposed to let water fall against it and they'll fall off. But I had gone back to my doctor and my nurse like just took them off because she knew they were ready. Oh my god, they hurt and they stink because, you know, they're scabbed. I was like, oh god, that reeks. It was disgusting. But I got them off. And my incisions, they felt so weird. They still feel weird. I don't take off my shirt in my house because my parents and them, I don't think they want to see that because it's weird for them. But when I go to like my friends or something, I show them my chest, you know. I'd be glad to take off my shirt. I don't care. But I normally wear a lot. I wear a lot more tank tops now because I'm more confident in myself because I love my new chest. That doesn't mean if you don't have top surgery, you are not a man. Because you are, regardless if you don't have surgery yet. It's okay. You have binders. But keep in mind, when you're wearing your binder, press your chest up and then put it on. Don't let it go down and put it on because, one, it can hurt your chest. That can harm your chest. Yes, it's a binder. It's supposed to help you, but it'll still hurt. But if you push it up and then you put them on, then it'll look just like basically like your pecs, you know. It'll go with the form of your body. To do that, it's a lot more healthier for you and your chest. I know a couple people that have actually hurt themselves trying to get rid of their chest, you know, using razors and trying to cut their chest. No, don't do that. That will make your procedure of surgery actually a lot harder because there are wounds on your chest and they didn't want those wounds to be there and you caused that. I know it sucks. You feel like you aren't in the right body. You feel uncomfortable because, you know, you don't have your chest gone. So this is what I'm planning to do once I hit maybe 20,000 followers on YouTube, because I know they start paying YouTubers after 10,000. So once I have enough money, I'm going to start to build a website where I will then slowly pay for people's surgeries. Now, I know I would have to have like 1 million followers to get like a lot of money, which is, you know, not easy to do. But once that starts going, once that starts happening, once I get a lot more views and subscribers and comments and likes, etc., I will be paying for different people's top surgeries. I don't know about bottom. I personally am not going to get bottom surgery because it's very riskful. Few people have died because of infections, because they didn't go very well. So I won't be having bottom surgery because I'm fine with who I am. And I have my STPs. If you don't know what an STP is, it means stand to pee. And that basically is just a penis where you basically use the bathroom standing up. People are like, how do you put that on? Do you glue it on? No, you put it on with your underwear, or they have like these little straps you put on, like underwear as well. Put it on, you feel a lot more comfortable. Also, an easy way to get rid of how it feels sticky, put baby powder on it. The baby powder will make it soft so it doesn't feel really sticky when you put it on. So yeah, like I was saying, once I get like a lot of followers, I'm going to be making a website where you guys can basically just go in and just make your account and slowly just kind of go into raffles. And I'll be doing raffles. I will pull out names. Whoever's name comes out, I will message them and tell them where they live so I can find out how much their top surgery is, and I will pay for it fully. That's my way of saying thank you for you guys for subscribing. So that's what I'm going to do, and I will be glad to do it, and I will bring this up often later on in the future just so people remember. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. So if you guys like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you aren't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, because I post videos every day. Alright, so I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.